going to be putting my shoes on. And definitely when I do this, I feel like the Mr. Rogers of YouTube, who I have great admiration
We built
for.
Karen's bags on one simple idea.
Sorry, guys. I have great admiration for Mr. Rogers. Which actually sort of leads me into what I wanted to talk about. Gentleness. Which also leads me into something that I didn't know I wanted to talk about until I talked to Cat and Jack. Always get such great insight. Hey, Rosie. Rosie says, wanted to say hi before I sleep. Love you all and good night or good morning. Good morning for me, good night for you. Semper says, Grand Risings, Eric. Grand Risings, good night, Rosie. Greetings, newcomers. Hey, Sniper. I was lurking over at Dolly's. And I saw you dropping some great, great wisdom. It's nice to know, Sniper, it's nice to know that you're out there doing good stuff. Does that make sense? Maybe. All right. Sniper says, I sensed you were there. And Immaculate Garden makeover today. Oh, nice. It's pouring with rain. The plumbers just turned up the unexpected as they've decided to take the day off for once and relax. Well, good for you, Sniper. Hey, Nacho Daddy. Yeah, we need those. Let's call it a mental health day, as well as, just physically recharging. And a rainy day is a good day to do that. There's something soul nourishing about soul, SOUL, nourishing about the rain. It's washing us. It's washing us of something, right? Fractals. I am awash in fractals. It reminds me of something I wrote a while back. Let's see. Cat says, good morning, beautiful Yogi. Me? Oh, me? Oh, hi, Cat. Cat says, good morning, beautiful friends. Good morning, beautiful cat. Good morning, beautiful, beautiful cat. There's a double beauty there. Because to know Cat is to appreciate the fact that she is beautiful. And to really know Cat is to appreciate that she is, let's use that expression again, soul deep beautiful, shining forth. Almost makes me want to sigh. I was this close to sighing, to letting a big, big sigh go. Raven, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you. So, I was talking to Kat right when she was leaving, waiting for that very last minute to ask these all-important questions of Kat. And she's like looking at her watch. I got someplace to be in 30 seconds and you're holding me up. Sorry, Kat. Hey, Lee. Fear. Man, you travel along the path of A Course in Miracles. You travel along the path of yoga. You travel along the path of Buddhism, inner Christianity, whatever you want to call it. Whatever path you're on, the Tao. And you think it's a process of letting go of fear, right? It is. But, hey, Empire, it grows. It doesn't always diminish. Right now, in some aspects of my life, I actually feel more fearful than ever before. Because now I see where fear stems from. Because now I see there might not be as much to fear as I thought. Maybe there's more to be fear. It's sort of hard to explain. I think Kat knows what I'm talking about, though. I think you guys, I think we all know. If you look within, you look within, and you start, in yoga, this is called the neti meditation. Neti is Sanskrit for not this. So whatever appears, if you start with the basic self-inquiry of who am I? What am I? Where am I? we can ask ourselves, when am I? When we do the self-inquiry of when am I, guess what? We find we're not even present. We're not even present to our lives. We are 80% stuck in the past, reviewing our stories, things we did wrong, things we wish we did differently, things other people did to us. We love being a victim. It gives us an identity. And we don't even like to view it as being a victim. How can I be a victim? Someone did this to me. um, so when we think, when am I? And we find, well, I'm almost entirely in the past. And the rest of the time, we're projecting the past into the future. So when Ram Dass says, be here now, um, that is very, very pertinent um, information. We're not. We think we are. Even when you practice meditation, everyone I've ever taught meditation has come to me with the premise of, I can't do it. My mind's a mess. I sit down and meditate, and all I have is a jumble of thoughts. That's meditation. Meditation isn't eliminating thoughts. It's coming to terms that we are a thought-making machine, and none of them mean anything, the vast majority of them. The one thought that you have that means absolutely anything at all is love. Anything else is just word jumble. You can go through it and you can circle the ones that you've based your life upon. They're repetitive. Let's see. Empire says, lean towards the Bible when it comes to fear. It says in 2 Timothy 1:7, for God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. I absolutely love that. That could be straight out of A Course in Miracles. It could be straight out of yoga, straight out of Buddhism. He says, I would love to have no thoughts. Not going to happen. But what if you didn't relate to your thoughts in the same way any longer? What if you approach life with an infinite, tender gentleness to yourself and others? But let's start with ourselves. Because what you find is if you start with yourself, it extends to others. Man, I wish it worked the other way around. I would love to say start with others. We can, but I've known people who have spent their entire lives working on extending that gentleness, that tenderness towards others, and have neglected ourselves. I'm telling you my secret, guys. Man, you get to the end of your life and you think, okay, I've lived a really kind and gentle life, but I'm still a rotten person. How unfair is that? To have that view, you've neglected to extend that same care, that same love to yourself. Start there, tend to your garden, and then give the fruits of that garden to others. Doesn't mean neglect others to begin. It means inclusiveness. Inclusiveness means leave no one else, leave no one behind. Includes you. Hey, William. William said hi. Appreciate that, William. Hey, Dolly. Dolly, I was lurking in the background. Dolly says, I'm the problem. It's me. So that's good news. Guess what? It also means you're the solution. You. If I'm the problem, me, then I am also the solution. Me. I would say let's fix it, but guess what? You don't need to be fixed. You just need to recognize. You need to recognize who you are. And then there's no problem. No self, no problem. There are several wonderful, wonderful texts on that. Christopher Niebuhr. It's a Facebook friend of mine. Just I'm dropping names, guys. He wrote a wonderful book, No Self, No Problem. No self means all spirit. Self is an appearance within the all inclusivity. Inclusivity. I wonder if I say it one more time, if I would keep mispronouncing it. I would. That is all pervading, all abiding, all loving. Spirit, the Holy Spirit, God, the Tao, Krishna consciousness. He says, hashtag thank you. So you are not your thoughts, Lee. You are not your thoughts. It's the first thing you start learning in meditation. Wow, all these thoughts. And then you think, well, wait a minute. If I'm noticing these thoughts, who am I? If I'm the noticer, if I'm the witness, if I'm the observer, then that must mean that I'm the noticer, I'm the witness, I'm the observer, and I'm not the thoughts themselves. What a huge relief. The first key to freedom has been handed to you. And then most of us throw it away. It's a bit bothersome to sit every morning and meditate. Get stuff to do. I could be doing the New York Times crossword puzzle. I could be watching Fox News. I could be watching MSNBC. I could be watching something that's going to give me an opinion to tell me how to approach the world, which kind of sucks because everyone is going to give you an opinion, and you, for whatever reason, you resonate and you've picked a side and you go through life, my side against your side. And of course, guess who loses? Sidelessness itself, which is who you are. You don't have a side. You are not a Republican. You're not a Democrat. You're not a conservative. You're not a liberal. Guess what? You're not even a Christian. You're not even a Buddhist. That's just stuff you do and stuff you think. It's not who you are. Who you are is the ineffable. And as they say in the game, don't F the ineffable. Don't F the ineffable, guys. Empire says, God, and continue showing his love towards others and walk in a faith above everything instead of paying attention to what's in front of me. Yet again, YouTube characters limits. Oops, what did I miss? We just got back from the Atlanta Children's Hospital a little while ago because Anna had another seizure. Prayers, my friend. And I could allow myself to be afraid and angry and fearful, but instead, I'll keep trusting trusting in God. That part I read. Prayers, Empire, prayers. Now here's the thing. If fear and anger show up, make room for them. Don't bypass them because your body will store it. Your heart will store it. Your mind will store it. Hand them, as you just said, take that fear and take that anger and hand it over to God. Sepa says it's the dissolution of boundaries, the embrace of the infinite, and the realization that nothing is in fact all. Beautifully said. Sniper, like I said, you're on fire this morning. Worm says, I can't convince myself to be happy. Why would you need to convince yourself? Who is the self that would be doing the convincing? So you're saying ego convincing ego that the ego should be happy. And now you're in an infinite loop. Can't walk out. I'm singing Elvis in my head. Caught in a trap, but can't walk out. Because I love you too much, baby. Remind me, and I'll sing that this afternoon. If you guys want to hear some Elvis, I'm not going to sing. MK wants me to do another song with him. Man, I'm going to have to back out of that. So, yeah, but seriously, you're caught in a loop. David, I can't remember his last name. He wrote a book. I am a strange loop. We are indeed strange loops. Hey, Odom. Odom, you've been on my mind lately. How are you? Yeah, William, you will never convince yourself to be happy. But guess what? Your essential self is happiness. William says, feels like everyone is just telling me to deal with it and find happiness in it. Don't find happiness in anything. Find happiness in who you are, and everything will serve as your teacher. If you go around thinking I should be happy when I'm feeling miserable, you're just creating a conflict. There's enough conflict in your life without you adding to it. How about if right now you're miserable and you're unhappy where you are and you ask yourself, What is a lesson right here, right now, in me being miserable and unhappy? Hey, Monkey Crab. Ski, ski. It's got an excellent point. I'm going to ponder that through the day. Hello, Anna. Anna, my friend, it's so nice to see you. Odom says, I can't complain. How are you? I'm doing good, Odom. I can't think of spring and summer without you coming to mind. Odom put out a strong warning to all the critters that might get in his garden. Do not mess with his groceries. I hope all the raccoons took heed, Odom. Zipper says, how's the figs, Odom? He warned the raccoons not to mess with his figs. Adam says, thank you, Yogi. It's so nice to see you too. Thank you, Adam. Odom says, yes, busy time for me. William says, I feel nothing but seething resentment and anger right now. Towards who? Now, what if you investigated that anger? Ask yourself, who am I angry at? Who do I resent? Who is it that's feeling the anger, and who is it that's feeling the resentment, and who is it towards? And why? And then instead of trying to feel happy, instead of trying to change it, can you look for what is there in this right now to be grateful for? Is working, maybe a job you don't like, maybe a job that's difficult, is it worse than being homeless and living in a car and unsure if you've got a job? Of scrounging for places to sleep that are safe? I'm not saying one is any better than the other. You can say, if you could look right now, what do you have to be grateful for? And you might say nothing. All I have is, so if you only had enough money to leave again, you would still be in the same situation. William, bloom where you're planted. You have a wonderful opportunity right now. This is where you are. This is where you chose to be. Are you taking advantage of the opportunity to go within? Look within. What is there right now to be grateful for? And if you can't find anything, look harder. Take a breath. And when you take that breath, go, oh, wait a minute. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I have an opportunity. I can awaken right now and right here. You're not going to awaken in New York any more, any deeper, any further than where you can awaken right now. If your number one goal, and this should be everyone's number one goal, it should be our only goal, peace. I want peace right here where I am, not where I'm going to be, not where I would like to be. I want peace right here, right now. But if you leave, you're going to have to deal with leaving, which is fine, William. But do you think you weren't happy when you left? You're not happy here. Have you ever paused? Am I ever going to be happy anywhere? And that sounds fairly miserable. The answer might be no. Look deeper. You find a way to be happy right here, and you'll take that wherever you go. Let's say that happiness is synonymous with peace. Let's say peace is synonymous with God. Do you think you're going to find God anywhere outside yourself? And it says, yes, Yogi, I want peace. Me too. Me too. And a lot of the time, I'm not there. But when I make it the outcome I desire above all else, it puts the onus right on me, no one else. If someone comes in the live stream, 1 second, I'm doing good, Monkey Crab. Thank you for asking, my friend. If I keep putting it in other people and other situations and other locations, I'm never going to find it, because it's always going to be another person. There's always going to be a trigger. There's always going to be another location. There's always going to be a better job. There's always going to be more money. There's always going to be something, something, something. This is not picking on you, William. William, you didn't sound very happy when you left. I could be mistaken, obviously. Hey, Gladiator. Gladiator says, my country is messed up. I can't find happiness here. I would suggest that you can find happiness there, and you can, through your own true happiness. And again, I reserve the right to be wrong. By your own true happiness, you begin to extend it to others, and your country slowly improves. This is why Course Miracle says, do not seek to change the world. Seek to change how you see the world. Change your perception by working on your projections. Hey, Mohammed, my friend. It's nice to see you. We got about 3 or 4 minutes, guys. He says, William, you're a good person. You couldn't possibly ruin a relationship. It's nice to see you, Mohammed. Hey, Susanna, my friend, how are you? So, how much money do you need to leave, William? How much money do you need to leave in gas? I will Venmo you the money to get wherever you want to go this afternoon. When you get there, you let me know if you're any happier. Tomorrow is the first day. Never know how to pronounce that. Id? Ed? Id. I think it's a silent E, right? Id for us. Happy to all my dear friends. Thank you, Mohammed, and to you as well. Hey, Easy Home Cooking. Hello, my friend. Thanks for being here. We get a ski from Monkey Crab. Where are you located, Gladiator? Everything is crazy here. Economy, people, government. Be the one sane spot within the storm. In a world of insanity, be the sane. Iran. It certainly seems like all of the world is in a bit of turmoil right now, doesn't it? And as long as we focus on those outer conditions, it really is. But again, if we put peace as our only objective, where does peace start? Collectively, it's going to start with us, you. When, let's take the example of an orange. If you take an orange and squeeze it, what do you get? You get orange stuff. Orange pulp, orange seeds, orange juice, orange skin, nothing but orangeness. You know why? Because there's no apple in an orange. There's no pineapple in an orange. There's no mango in an orange. There's just orange. When you are steeped in peace and you are squeezed by the complexities of life, you only have peace to give away. You have nothing but kindness, gentleness, tenderness. Keep going within. Pierce says, mostly juice. But what kind of juice do you get? Phoenix says, that's what Squirrel said. Something to the effect, discernment of self-projections. Squirrel is a wise person. Hey, Brian, my friend, how are you? Brian is looking lean, ripped, and strong as ever. Brian says, no, Eric, thank you for offering. Worst case scenario, I max out my credit card and leave and had at least continue driving. Never would have found out, but I feel a sense of obligation and I don't know how to not. Accepting it, William. Just because you decide not to be a victim, decide you want to be at peace exactly where you are. Guess what? Where you are is as good a place as any to start. Not where you would like to be, not in your regrets. Once I get to New York, things will be better. Once I get this job, things will be better. It won't be. Because guess what? You're taking that same mentality with you. Decide on peace. Get it now, get it here, and watch what happens with the rest of your life. Now you're safe to go wherever you want because you take that with you. Don't take your problem with you wherever you go. It'll just resurface anywhere. And you don't want that anymore. Like I said, bloom where you're planted. This is where you find yourself. You have a job. You have a place to stay. You have relationships to heal. And it starts with you. Get that and then watch what happens. Watch opportunities. Practice gratefulness. This is a lesson. Can I be grateful for this lesson? Guess what? Every lesson is a lesson in gratefulness. What do I have to learn? And what do I have to teach? What can you teach your mom? What can you teach your coworkers? What can you teach yourself? This is it. This is the opportunity. Nowhere else. This is it. It doesn't rule out New York, but you'll get to New York when you get to New York. This is where you are. You have a job. You accepted this task. You accepted this assignment. Now see it through until you are giving that inner prompting, not the ego's prompting, the inner prompting that I've learned what I need to learn, and now it's time to extend that further. Yes, it's another deal with it. William, deal with it. Because wherever you go, you're going to have to deal with it. Don't be a victim. It's tempting. Tempting for me. If only, if only, if only. If I only hadn't, I had a tidy little amount in my bank account that I inherited. And I had some family members who made some bad decisions. And I extended some money to them. It's not ever coming back to me. Puts me in a fearful position. I'm not a victim. I chose to do what I did out of love. I chose to be where I am right now out of love. Yeah, tough coming to terms with my mistake. But guess what? My mistakes. I'll bloom where I'm planted. It's given me an incredible opportunity to surrender a whole lot of BS and declare to the world, this is it. This is me. This is where I am. And I'm working on it. I'm working on loving myself. Where it says I can deal with it anywhere. Why here and not there? Because this is where you are, William. You're going to take all those same obligations that you felt you had. You're going to blame someone else. Wherever you go, you're going to take all of those. Hey, Mercy. Mercy, nice to see you. Wherever you go, you're going to take that same story with you. Hey, Sabine. Stuart, my friend, how are you? Where it says, but you get to spend every day making connections, building your career here on YouTube, doing what you want. Unless it doesn't work, and then I'm left with the possibility of letting the person I'm sharing a house with down, who is relying on me to pay more than my half of bills. I lose the house, the security that I have, a legacy that my father passed down to me. I already lost his car that he gave me. William, we're all dealing with our stories. You can make as many connections as I can. Think of the connections you made. I didn't make a connection with you, William. You came here and made a connection with me. Happily so, gladly so. I'm glad we have that connection. I value you. and all that you offer. You made a connection with Kat. You've made a connection with Sniper. You made a connection with Eric Lapointe. And all of us value those connections. William, but you are the same. You chose to come back. And now here you are. So why is going any better than staying, as you said? So why not stay? Because this is where you are. You have a job. You have an opportunity. You have the privilege of working on yourself. Stuart says, have an appointment in an hour. Good luck, Stuart. I actually have to go. Gladiator says, I just want to let you know that you're lucky, even if you don't believe in luck. Hey, Gladiator, thank you for that. And I want to let you know that there are people here in America and across the world who wish you peace and happiness and wish you love. I love you, my friend. I hope your country gets better. I hope my country gets better. And I hope that together, collectively, we can make a better world. The fact that you've reached out from where you are just to offer that lets me know it's a possibility. Thank you for that. Thank you for opening my world to that possibility. And he says the best part of breaking up is Yogi on my phone and a cup of coffee. So he says, yeah, this is going to be a tough one. You got it, Stuart. You got it. Wolf says, yeah, I get to go back and do more manual. I thought you wanted to do hard manual labor, though. And why would you resent that? Have a possibility to strengthen your body, to get fit, to do what people have done for millenniums. Can we do morning breathing? You know what? I would absolutely love to. Well, let's do 3 breaths. And then I got to go. Look for some more jobs there, William. You wanted to work on a farm. You asked Eric Lapointe about working on a Christmas tree. He's breaking his back right now. You said that you could Uber, you could do gigs, save some money where you're working, get that lined up, and let's do that. Gladiator says, you're so welcome here. Love to you, my friend. Bye to you, Raven. Thanks for coming in. All right, guys, we're going to do 3 physiological sighs to start the day, letting all the tension go. Letting all the tension go. We're going to breathe in through the nose, about 80%. And then we take a sip of air in. And then we sigh through the mouth, a big sigh. And in between sighs, shake off those hands, shake off the shoulders, let everything go. Literally shake it off. As I said before, yes, I am singing Taylor Swift in my head. Just be thankful that I'm not singing it out loud. Smeet says, of course, we wish you peace, love, happiness, and blessings to you all. And to you as well, my friend. So, Monkey Crab, this is for you. Are you ready? Did I miss anyone coming in? See, Easy says, so Lucy's sister. Did Lucy come in? Did I miss her? Lucy, if I missed you, I apologize. I actually don't see you. Well, wherever Lucy is, I hope you're having a good morning. But you know what? What would you be learning? You can learn where you are. Hey, Jeff. Jeff, nice to see you. Here says how to push yourself to keep communicating with people on the internet. Sometimes speaking with yourself isn't enough for me, and I start storing my words. It's a good question. I don't know as I have an answer. I think the answer to a lot of things is just show up. Pierce, just show up and communicate. Don't worry about slurring your words. I speak English and I slur my words constantly. I'm infamous for my mispronunciations. I'm not even sure I said mispronunciations right. All right. But here's the thing, William. Everything is, I would have gotten away. I would have gotten away. You'll never get away from yourself. You're taking your problems with you. And deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know that. My answer to Pierce, my answer to William, relax. Relax. It's okay to mispronounce a word. It's okay to slur. It's okay to find yourself unhappy where you are. Now let's do something otherwise. Bloom where you planted, plant the seed of intent. I would like something else. I would like another job. I would like another opportunity. I would like to speak English or whatever language better. And see what happens. Plant that seed, nurture it, detach from the outcome, see what happens. All right, we're breathing in through the nose. Top it up, sigh, shake things out. We're going to do it 3 times. Here we go. Anna's ready, as well as monkey crab. Breathing in, sip. Shake everything out, guys. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let's do it again. Breathing in, sip. Another shake. Let's call it a shimmy. Let's call it a shiver. One more time. This one's for Taylor Swift, guys. We're really going to shake it off. Breathing in. Sip. Man, let it all go. Let it all go. There ain't nothing worth holding on to, guys. Nothing. I love you guys. Gotta go.